did that? It's not me.
Rooba, what is that you're standing on?
No, nice. I know. Wow. I thought it was built for the cold, but I'm a Floridian.
Can handle this, huh?
Look at all the icicles.
My icicle. Sing in shower.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be our Tennessee trip where we first stop in Chattanooga and then go on to Gatlinburg. The view here is Chattanooga where we stop. Our first stop is Ruby Falls, and the kids are native Floridians, so they have never seen snow before, so my daughter is obsessed. Watch out, there's families right there.
Inside of the plastic rock. It's on the rock solid. I'm taking this off.
You making a snowball?
I don't want Yay, it's snowball.
You yeeted the snowball? So our first stop here is Ruby Falls, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and what Ruby Falls is a waterfall underground. Tickets were about $25 for adults and $14 for children, so it wasn't terrible. It's a 15 to 20 minute hike underground where you come to the grand opening of waterfall where they put on a nice light display. Our next stop is the Lookout Mountain Incline Railway, which is the steepest incline railway in the world at a 72.7% grade. And let me tell you, this was the most death-defying thing I've ever done.
Straight up the face of Lookout Mountain at a speed of 600 feet per minute, reaching an altitude of 2,100 feet above sea level. The car in which you are
Once you get to the top of this mountain, you get to see over 7 states from this view.
Big snowball.
Aww, my baby.
Got snowball. I'm not a good kicker, so I might miss. Ready? Yeah.
What the? I was in the firing range. Our next stop was Gatlinburg, where the children made their first snowman while waiting for our room to be ready. And then once we got to our room, this was our beautiful view from our balcony. I'm also going to apologize now for the back and forth view of the portrait and landscape mode. That was a camera problem. Our first breakfast was at Crockett's Breakfast Camp, which has very, very large griddle pancakes, and they are totally worth the wait. Once we were done with our breakfast, we walked almost 3 miles, I think it was, down the street of Gatlinburg to Anakeesta, where we waited and waited and waited and waited to get into this place and spent a lot of money. This is one place that I'm not going to 100% recommend. While it had beautiful views and nice things to do, it was very crowded like Disney type parks, and it was really expensive. Otherwise, I would try to recommend going to this place maybe on their off season. We went during spring break, so that's obviously going to be a bad time. If you want to go to Anakeesta, I would try to go maybe between the months of October and February. Anakeesta had very long rope bridges and a mountain roller coaster to ride. Otherwise, there was not much to do there other than eat. And then there was a ski lift that takes you up and down to Anakeesta, or you could use the truck to get up.
Do you? Oh.
Did you like the coaster ride?
Coaster ride?
While walking down the street to Anakeesta and back to our car, there was so much to do on the streets of Gatlinburg. Here we decided to go into a mirror maze, which was really fun, but we kind of exited pretty early because the kids were really good at it. We also caught a little mini jamboree session outside of Old Tennessee Whiskey Moonshine Distillery, and we were doing some taste testing of shines, and they were quite strong, some of them. We also got to see how saltwater taffy was made and how they are actually making it for the store. And that was our very long first day of Gatlinburg. Our next day, we did the Great Smoky Mountains, the biggest national park here in Tennessee, and saw some beautiful creeks and waterfalls, and just be prepared that these hikes are around 5 to 7 miles. Then our next stop is Beyond the Lens, which was a nice interesting, fun activity for the kids, lots of arcade type activities.
757. Pick up the phone.
After we were done having a lot of fun with the kids, we went to the Apple Barn and Cider Mill, which is right outside of Pigeon Forge in Seaverville, Tennessee, where they make their own candies and ice creams, and they had the biggest Southern dinner that was super delicious. I highly recommend this place. The next day we went on a very short hike, probably half a mile to a mile, and to see a beautiful waterfall. And then we went to Rowdy Bear Amusement Park. There are two when you go into Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, which are very close to each other. This is the Pigeon Forge Rowdy Bear, and I highly recommend going here. It was less crowded, and they also had the snow tubing, which the Gatlinburg one does not feature. The kids enjoyed this all day long. We were probably here for like 6 hours, and we had about 1 or 2 hours of snow tubing, and then they had tickets to do coasters. There's 2 coasters. There's like one in the air and one on the ground. Then we ended our vacation with a beautiful view of the elk, and that was so exciting to see because we hadn't got to see much wildlife during our entire trip. So this was the very end. We were leaving and going home, and we got to see these majestic beauties.
She wants to see. There's a whole herd still coming.
There's a whole herd. There's so many.
Real. Oh, look, they're running. Look at them run.
They're like, wait for me, please.
We're so far behind.
They're like, Mom, Dad, we're still out here. Mama, those 3 right there in the middle, he was looking straight up like this.
Brady, look out here. Oh, I don't know if you can see them yet.
Oh my God, they're so close. Hold on, buddy. They're coming. They're coming. Look at that.
And as I said, that was the end of our trip, and that means the end of this video. So I just want to say thank you for watching and enjoying our vacation, and we hope that maybe this inspires you to also take this vacation. It was very fun for our family, and just remember to like, subscribe, and be kind to everybody.